All right, what's up, everybody? How you all doing? Hey, Doodle-ish Spock, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate that. How you doing? All right, what are we gonna do here tonight? We're gonna have some fun with this. Following on from last week's stream, where I did a React web app using Cursor, we are going to use Cursor tonight to create a SwiftUI-based app. We're going to see how that goes. This should be interesting. No idea how this is going to play out, so we will find out together, and we're just going to have some fun with it. So let's just chill and see what happens, right? Okay. So we're going to create an Xcode app here, iOS app. We are going to use Adam Wolf, Hydrate, and First for Cocoa Type. I got you both covered right here. Thank you. So here we go. Right? Yeah, never show that to me again because I don't need it. All right. So I got Cursor on the Mac this week, right? So here we go. We're going to call this, we're just going to call it Cursor Test. We're going to use SwiftUI, Swift testing. We're not going to do any of that. Storage, though, we're going to really try and break this thing with data, right? Wait a minute. This is Adam? Hey, Adam. What's going on there? I'm confused. No, wait, that's Patrick? That's Patrick. From Swift Studio. How you doing? Ah, buddy. I know who you are. Yeah, I know now. Yeah, Adam's a good guy. Wait, that's two Adams. All right. So Swift Studio, by the way, folks, if you don't know, Remote Swift Studio, awesome. Slack, you should check that out. All right. That's just your handle. Nice handle, dude. Yeah. All right. You got on 5 minutes too late for me to raid you. Sorry, Adam. I didn't even know you were on, buddy. Yeah. Wait, well, Cocoa Type says 3 minutes. Which one is it? Right. Same first letter as Adam. Is that close enough? Okay. Yeah, that's close enough. Yeah. Other Adam. We're going to call you Other Adam. Right? Adam. All right. So let's see how this goes. All right. So we are going to use Swift Data because why make this easy, right? So we're just going to go with next. We're going to put it here. Okay, because I know from our experiment last week, it's going to say put stuff in an Xcode project. So we're going to be one up on it here and do that right now, right? I'm not going to touch this again yet. We're just going to leave Xcode alone. Going to do its prep and all that thing. Let's go over to Cursor. All right. I'm not entirely sure how to go about describing this one, so we're going to give it a best shot, right? By the way, folks, there are a few storms going through my area. Adam and other Adam may have had storms. Maybe not Adam being in Houston. This is going to get interesting, folks. But other Adam's close enough, yeah. And Cocoa Type, he's probably in 12 foot of snow by now. Is what I've heard, right? Okay, so we're going to try and describe this. Now, I was thinking about this today, and I was like, do we try and build this in stages, or do we just go for it? And the answer is, I don't know. So we'll try and do it in stages. We'll try and give it a chance, right? So we're going to say, create a Swift UI-based application that uses Swift data, even though we've already got that in there, right? You saw storms happening in... Really? Wait, is it sporting storms, though? Right? Coco has watched 3 streaks. Wow, 3 streams. That's a hell of a streak. Yeah. Okay, create a Swift UI-based application that uses Swift data. The application should have a main screen that shows a list of records. There should be a screen to enter a new, to add, edit, and view the details of each record. A record should contain a name. We're going to try and base this off of one of my apps, right? So to contain a name, a job name, a company name, a URL, an email address. Let's think other important parts. The date the record was created, the date the record was updated. I'm going to be stunned if this works. But then again, I was stunned last week and it did work. You can't go for it. Cursor and Copilot do not understand Xcode project files. You had to add new files to Xcode. Yes. No, we learned that last week. At the end of this, it'll say, take all this stuff and put it in Xcode project. That's why I've got this project here, which we may start again from an empty one. We'll see. But you're quite right. We learned that last week. It actually worked very well. Shocking. Okay. The date the record was updated. A drop down. No, we'll do that as a bonus extra. And a field to enter a note. Okay. Let's start there, shall we? Yeah. Cursor will add them to the folder. Oh, it will add them to the folder. Okay. Would it do the presumably though I've got to point it to my Xcode project, right? Otherwise it's not going to know where to put them. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, got it. I'm with you. Link them across, presumably. All right. Let's see how well this goes. Ready? I'll break this down. What I wanted to do is like just do it all. It doesn't look like Cursor currently has the folder open though, right? Yeah. No, right. We're gonna see how this goes. Swift extension needs to update some code. LLDB. It went away. All right. Okay, first of all, let's create the. Notice that it says the data model. That's a little scary, right? We've been playing with this all weekend. Yeah, you need to open the folder first. Oh, okay, all right. So I'll tell you what. Let's hang on. Let's back up. All right. Let's do this. Right. Let's start over. Can I just add it as a folder? Add folder to workspace. Surely that must be okay, right? No, open the folder and browse. Oh, okay. All right. Open folder. All right. I would click the giant button that says open folder. That giant button? Yeah, I may. You're jumping ahead of me here because I want to give this a fair chance for it to tell me what to do, right? And ultimately, I expect to build it over here in Xcode. So we'll see. Yeah. No. Don't be quiet. Please don't be quiet, because Lord knows I'm going to need the help. But I want to give it a fair chance of like what we did last week was we knew some of the problems that were going to come up, but we wanted to see how well Cursor was going to solve those problems. Disappointingly, it solved every single one of them, which made me feel like, oh, that's it. My career's over. So that's kind of the goal here. Yeah. So don't be quiet. You know what? When it comes up, you can go, told you. All right. I'll help you create the SwiftUI application with SwiftData. I'll break this down. Yeah. Create the data model, then create the main list view, create a detail edit view, finally create an add view. Interesting that it does that add view after that, but okay. And here's the implementation. First, the job record model. Now, that actually looks exactly like the model for my existing app. So that's a win, right? By the way, so jump in here, right? Because it seems like I got to do this and then save it. Is there a way I can just have it automatically save it when I say, like, do it? Yeah. So that's a question. But that data model looks pretty much almost exactly the same. Yeah. Hey, Adam Wolf, not only is his name fantastic, he's a really good guy too. Very knowledgeable on many topics, I might add, right? Yeah. But he doesn't want me to tell you how great he is. Know that I know you have to apply and accept that. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so the main list view. Let's take a look at this. Hopefully, it's going to be a separate file. Is it going to be a standard Swift list view? Navigation list for each with a destination. It's using navigation links. Got the name, the company, and the updated. Yeah, okay. I mean, it made a pretty good choice there, right? Got the perform delete for the swipe. Navigation job records. I mean, yeah, that's what I did in my app. I'm totally redundant. Okay. If this works in like the first go around in 10 minutes, this is going to be a really short stream. Yeah. Detail edit view. All right. It's actually really scary to me how good this is. But another test I'd like to do at some point is for those of you regulars to the stream, you'll appreciate this. We're going to see if we can replace Cocoa Type. Cocoa Type for fixing my code. We're going to see if I can just use Cursor to look at my existing project and say, make this code better. By the way, we are redeeming lots of hydration. Yeah, normally it's Cocoa Type. Actually, I don't even have to tell him. He'll just tell me. So we'll see. I also now want to put the in fact, actually it was other Adam that pointed it out. The GitHub one for Xcode. Want to try that out too. Yeah. Be more impressed if you actually listen to what Cursor has to say. Oh, I'm going to listen to Cursor just to annoy you. All right, so let's see. It's going to make a form here, right? We got the name, the company, the URL, the email. We got the notes with a minimum height notice, right? It was smart enough to put a minimum height in. And then the dates. All right. Navigation type on chain. And then that's the edit job in there. Yeah, okay. All right. Again, so far, so good. right? Let's look at the add new record. All right. Man, if I could, I think I said this, like, if I could automate my day's work for $20 a month, I feel like I'm making a good profit, right? I don't have to explain to cursor what self is. Remind me again? No. Okay, so I'm choking up. I'm choking up. We got our environment variables in there. All right, name, company name, URL, email, note, texty things, save button, creates the record, basically inserts it into the context, which will automatically get saved and then dismisses it. Yep, pretty standard stuff, right? Finally update. Finally, I used the wrong inflection. Finally, update your app file. All right, which, so this is going to update the existing file, right? Now, the interesting thing here, right? I purposefully pointed it at the root folder because, yeah, see, I wonder if there's a way, like, it's like, no, this should have gone in here, right? We'll see. Okay, but basically create the container, right? If there's a problem, catch it. Otherwise, attach our container to the list view and load it, right? So it didn't do it wrong. It just was not aware that really this should be over there. But let's keep going. Let's see what else it says. All right. Did you hit Command Enter or just regular Enter when you did the first task? Ooh, that's a good question. I may have hit regular Enter. See, I listened to you. Yeah. I hit Command Enter every time after that. A main list. Right. Peter Pog, hello, how you doing? How's it going? We're back. Create a new SwiftUI project in Xcode. Technically already done that. Add these files to your project. Make sure your deployment target, it's good that it tells you the deployment target. Build and run. Ship it. Make a fortune, right? Automatically handle data persistence between launches and the UI. I mean, it's done all the right things so far, all right? I am doing good. I am doing really good, in fact. I had a nice, relaxing day of just chilling, ready for this stream. I confess, all right, don't blame Coco Type, blame me. There was no Compile Swift podcast episode this week. I'll take the rap for that. But other than that, I'm doing great. Yeah. The temperature's down a bit, feeling good about that. So far, feeling good about this. However, it is Monday tomorrow, gotta work. So, not so great. Yeah. I mean, it actually was. Well, no, it wasn't. Okay, Coco Type, okay, you know what? Yeah, no, it was. No. We couldn't record on the regular day. Not a big deal, right? Because of Coco Type. So technically that was his fault. However, me not scheduling it for another day in the week, that's my fault. Although, you know what? He didn't chase me down either. So maybe it is entirely Coco Type's fault. Maybe I'm an innocent bystander. I'm an innocent bystander. Yeah. Do we have a topic for tomorrow yet? Next question. We don't. Well, we have a list. So, folks, you should know, right? We do have a list of proposed topics. But, as we always say, if there's any topic you'd like us to talk about on the podcast, you are more than welcome, in fact, very welcome to suggest them. And a lot of the time, folks in our Discord do. Yeah. So, you know, if folks want to suggest one, it could actually be by tomorrow, depending how this goes. The discussion could be how to find a new career now that you've been replaced. Although I think we've sort of done that one before. Pick one off the list and do an outline for it before recording time. So we all have to do is show up and report on it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, and that'll give me a little time to remind myself and get back up to speed. Because I've been doing Unreal development. Unreal Engine development yesterday. May have seen the screenshot in our Discord. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. If I go back over here, right? These files are not in the right place. So here's what I'm thinking, right? We're gonna try this. Yeah, move them. Right? We know this is not quite right. So, I mean, the file's right, but let's take a look at this in here, right? They should actually look almost identical, right? Although, how did it pick up my job tracker app? That's curious. How did it pick that up? God, I hope I'm not replacing my actual app. No. Is that a name it came up with? No. You know, we gotta do this right. So hang on. It did name it. I didn't name it. It's okay though. I tell you what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna take everything in here. We're gonna trust in the code. Code is truth, mostly not. We're just gonna strip all that out, put that in there, right? Let's go over to Xcode here. They are only one level up. Yeah, no, they are. So theoretically, let's start a build, see what happens. All right, cannot find type job record in scope. Job list view cannot find job record. Okay, basically the same thing over and over. All right, let's see here. You know what? You're right, because I didn't move the models. Well done, nobody on spotting that. Thank you. Thank you for not saying anything. All right, no errors. Let's pick our shiny new iPhone 16. I'm going to go with the one with the smallest screen. Well, actually, I mean, that would be the SE, but we're not doing that. Okay. Spin it up. Guess I'll test out the new Copilot for Xcode, and then you and I can discuss that versus Cursor. All right, let's do that. And then that saves me. Yeah. That doesn't have to be for tomorrow. That can be next week's one. I got to nuke and pave this Mac sometime because I've convinced myself not to buy an M4 just yet because I'm flat broke is the reason. I'm saying we don't have anything else that's good. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, I'll be fully prepped on Cursor by then, so you've got a few hours. Go for it. Well, you're an indie. You can spend all day because the money just comes in for you magically, right? Visual Studio Code plus Sweet Code plus Swiftling extension will understand a complete... I'll try it. I'll look into that. Okay. Sweet code is a new one on me. So that'll be another option for us to look at. Yeah. Okay. No records. Good deal. Hit the plus. Oh, this is pretty scary good so far, right? Although I'm trying to click. Okay. My new. I wouldn't mind, but the other one took me months. Apple computer. Let's just be mean. Oh no, that don't do that. Look at just I don't want. I know. I really need this job. Please. Ankuro, see if I get this right. Ankuro Baroi. Is there a wait list for Copilot in Xcode? Oh, I think someone mentioned other Adam. I think you mentioned that in the Slack, right? Or that it had gone away. I can't remember, but other Adam knows something about SweetPad. They are all just they're Visual Studio extensions. Presumably, I know this is going to sound like an obvious question, but I'll ask for the audience. I'm asking for a friend. I can install Visual Studio extensions in this, right? Because it is Visual Studio, right? Okay, there isn't one now. So there you go. Go get it. And Kuro Baroi, go for it. Go get it. Yeah. Save. Oh my god, look at this. All right. Oh, but you know what? Hang on. If I click, I just click to edit. This is better than my one. Oh, go on. But you know what? There's no save. I think it automatically. Yeah. I do remember someone saying about this. That and there's plenty of really talented iOS folks in the chat room right now. Is this the accepted standard now that it just automatically updates and you don't have to save? It seems odd to me from a user perspective, but you know. We have Sequoia and Xcode 16, which is a bit dated now. ASO and store presence, yeah, which I don't. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, you're reading the list, aren't you? Which I don't think we have anything useful to say on. No, I don't think we do. I think we've actually covered that really in a better way. Preparing to be an indie dev, which I know we don't have anything useful to say on because you tried it. Puzzle piece is the sidebar. Oh, okay. Thank you. I tried. Yeah. Encore. Okay. Oh, Encore Baroi. Ah, got it. Thank you. Awesome name, by the way. You can turn it off in Swift Data. Okay. But is it? I haven't read it. Is it the recommended standard now in the HIG, or is it? Because to me, I might make changes and go, oh crap, right? And not want to save them. And if I just hit back, they're going to be saved. You know what I mean? You should have a cancel. Yeah, cancel and done. Right. Like I've got in my actual app. Yeah. Okay. All right. Depends on the use case. Yeah. My use case is I'm an idiot and I type stupid crap all the time. But still, that aside, folks, nailed it, right? Look, there's the created. There's the updated. Actually, did that change? Hang on. Let's checking the mod date. Ah, look. Okay, it got one thing wrong. It's not updating the mod date. Not that that's a big deal. The fact that it's done all of this, you got to be impressed, right? I mean, I know this is just a CRUD app. But we didn't write any of this. That's my point, right? Okay, so now let's start tweaking. All right. Okay. So the updated date and time is not being updated on the job details screen when editing. Command return. I see the issue. The user's an idiot. In the job detail view, we're using onChange to update the date. This won't catch individual property changes within the job object. We need to modify the job detail view to properly track changes to individual fields. Here's how to fix the job detail view. Do it. Looks pretty good to me, right? I thought you'd been tweaking this. No, I was twerking this whole time. You got it wrong again. All right, let's accept it, save it. God, this is good. Run it again. God, this is good, right? Get ready, folks. Here comes the twerking. All right. Right? Ship the bloody app. Forget my code base. Should we go? Okay, let's get there. It's a twerky season. I see what you did there. Let's start the resume feature. Okay. This is gonna this is gonna be interesting. This broadcaster is either offline or has not yet activated stream stickers. Check back later or at the broadcaster. Oh yeah, it's broke, right? Claude Sonnet is good at generating code. Check back later. Yeah, do need to fix that, don't I? And I know you missed the stickers. Okay. Let's do that quickly because I forgot to do it last time. Website TV /me. Okay. Hang on, we'll get there. Freedom DAO, it's coming along amazingly well. Look, we've already got a working Swift app, which I'll get back to in a second. How are you doing? Sonne, your countryman Willie Shakes is rolling in his grave. He's not dead. He's not dead. He lives on. Oh my god. Love you guys. Hold on. Channel settings. Trying to remember where it is. Hang on. Extensions. Blah. My extensions. Stream stickers. Open the dashboard. What have I got to do here? Yeah, I know. Isn't it unbelievable? Right? Give me a second, and you'll be blown away by how good this is. I know I am. We're gonna test it now, though, because we're gonna do. Where's my phone? There it is. We're gonna really. If it can do the next feature, then I feel like I've wasted my life. I don't remember where it is. It the Twitch one? Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. Yeah. Code's going to expire before I even get to type it in. There we go. Okay. Or do I just need to authorize it? GPT-1, and it's good. It's a good one. Actually, it's using Claude 3.5, I think. Well, it tells me in the corner. Hang on, I'll look in a second. Yeah, Claude Sonnet. Claude Sonnet. Copy that. Oh, it's on. Okay, let's test it. Hang on. I heard it. Did it come up on the stream? I'm stuck behind my own. See, I'm on the other machine. I'm on the other machine. There we go. Right? Maybe. I think that's it. Try it again. Yeah, it's using Claude 3.5. Sonnet, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, that's what it's using. Although, isn't it a case of you can just, yeah, click and away you go. That's the built-in list right there. Okay, let's try a new. This is so good. Let me update cursor because that's going to bug me. You know me. The Swift extension needs to update some. Yeah. Do you want to set this up in your global settings or the workspace? Do global. Okay. Pick the 2024 version. It's even better. Wait, you mean of this? This one? All right. I trust you. I idly do things you both tell me. Yeah. What can go wrong? Okay. All right. I want to be able to enter a resume using using rich text. No, wait. I want to be able to enter a resume. No. Yeah, I want to be able to enter a resume. I can't even get the statement right. I want to be able to use a resume. I want to be able to enter a resume using a rich text editor. No, you know what? Let's go one feature better, right? I want to be able to create multiple resumes using a rich text editor and have the ability to attach that to a job record to create, edit, and delete. What do you think? Yeah, create a new resume. Now, I have that feature in the app, even though I've not shipped it. And at this point, I may just replace it with this. Yes, I know the PDF part. I know. Let's go one step at a time. If I can get rich text support, I'm part of the way there. Thank you. Yeah, and edit it later. Okay. You are quite right about the import PDF, and we do have that working. But let's go one step at a time, because every time I'm like this, I'm like, it's not going to be able to do it, and then it does. I'll help you add resume management functionality to your job tracking app. We'll need to create a resume model. Yep. Add a rich text editor view for resumes, yes. Modify the job record to handle multiple resumes, yes. Create a record management interface, yes. It knows me better than I know me. Okay. Title, content. Yep, that's good. Yep. Attributed string. Yep. Update the job record model to include resumes. Let's see. The one thing I do wish it would do is just highlight the one part is changed, which I know there's sort of some over here, but and I see the relationship there. Actually, I think this relationship part is the part that Coco Type and I were trying to figure out on a stream one time. This, the whole one-to-many, so on, right? Let's keep going. Update the job record model to include resumes. That's the one I just did, right? Yeah. Create a resume editor view. That's going to be an interesting one. I'd love it if it used a geometry reader just to see everybody go nuts. All right. Yep. Oh, sorry. Accept and save. Yes. Create a resume list view for a job. We'll go with it. Right. The separate sub view, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll go with that. All right. Finally, update the job detail view to include a link to resumes. Okay. Man, this shit is good. All right. Save it. This implementation provides a rich text editor for resumes, which is one better than what I've got right now. The ability to create multiple resumes, which I don't have right now. Resume management, create, edit, delete. I do have that. Automatic tracking of creation and update dates for resumes. I don't have that because there's only one. Integration with the existing job management system. Yeah. Use this and add the new files to your project. Yeah. Okay. The resume management will be accessible from the job detail view. Each job can have multiple resumes. Okay, so I do take issue that I also probably wanted to change it so I can get to it outside of a job detail view, but okay. Resumes are automatically deleted when their associated job is deleted. Oh, that's bad. We don't want that. Resumes are automatically deleted when their associated job is deleted. Yeah, I don't want that to happen, right? Claude and GPT-O on preview understand geometry. They understand geometry reader? Oh, because we all know how much Coco Type hates geometry readers. Now I just love it even more. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna make a change here. I do not want the resume deleted when the associated job is deleted. The only way to understand geometry reader is to understand that you should never use geometry reader. Interesting that it scans the derived data too, right? I'll modify the implementation to keep independent resumes independent of jobs. Thank you. That's what I should have told you to do. Update the model. App initialization to include the models. Okay. Now I feel better about what you're doing. Now, here's the thing though, right? Hang on. It's creating a bit of a file nightmare here because these resume ones can go in fine, right? I can just put those in there. But this one and this one, they're going to start to compete with each, right? See what I'm getting at is it didn't pick up that I moved, it didn't update this file. So I'm going to do it manually and we'll see what happens, because we'll see what happens. All right. Close some of these. And then finally, the app Swift, right? This, again, let's just take this. Do that. Actually, the app Swift one, I can just delete that. Well, maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to leave it alone. It shouldn't hurt, right? This one, though, well, actually, it won't be a problem for Xcode. He confidently says. No exact matches in call to initialize. I cannot find resume in scope. Oh, hang on. Whoop. Do I let Xcode fix this? I'm going to let Xcode do it. Lord help us. Got to change my view plus rectangles, slide rules, scales to paths, and geometry. Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry. Let me catch up. I got the only way, no, I got it right. Really does not understand Xcode projects. I only put files in folders like you do in web and JavaScript type. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, so far, I feel like, okay, we've navigated the mess, but this one, did I miss? Oh, I did. Look, I did it again. See? But that's okay because I figured it out. All right. Can't find resume. Remove brackets to pass array elements directly. Well, let's. That catch block is unreachable because no errors are thrown in the do block. Well, that makes me feel confident, but I feel it's more to do with this. Fix it. Oh! Okay, here we go. See? I'm going to trust. I'm going to trust it. I'm going to trust it. I want to trust it. All right, model context dot delete to index. Well, we don't want it to do that, right? Didn't we remove that? Did I miss updating a file? You know what? I did. Hang on. I didn't. I don't think I updated this model for starters, right? Yeah. Sorry, Xcode. Oh my gosh. It's on me. Okay. Let's check what errors might be real errors here. Okay, these could be real errors. All right. Change the optional force unwrap. Well, we all know nobody likes force unwrap, right? Going with that one. I'm not sure which one I want to go with here. I'm going to go with the force on wrap, I think. Cannot use mutating member on immutable values self. Oh, self! Is immutable mark method mutating to make self mutable? Value of option. Okay. All right. I'm going to trust in it. I'm trusting you now. Okay. Requires that resume conform to mutable collection. Oh, hang on. I've got an... And now you see why Xcode added folder support in 16 for projects that just work. Okay, now let's do this. I'm going to copy that error. And then I'm going to ask it. We're going to test it here. I am getting an error with... I'm getting an error. Hang on. Boink. The error occurs because we're trying to use for each with an optional array. Let's modify the resume list view to handle the optional resumes array property. Well, why didn't you know that to begin with? Right? I feel like this is on you. Okay. All right. Let's go back here. Job record. Did it update the right file? I think it did. I'm gonna... Okay, this one is... Which one is this? Resume list view. Okay. See, now it's got the right ones. Okay, all right. 3,000 errors. All right. Ooh, this should be an easy one. Just force unwrap everything. Don't do that at home, folks. Cannot force unwrap. Value of non-optional type. Yeah, all right. Well, okay. Argue amongst yourselves. You ever get the feeling that you're locked in a cycle of hatred? That's the quote right there. Software development. Locked in a cycle of hatred. Yeah, sure enough. That's not gonna... not gonna help at all. Really force. Okay. We're gonna go a different route here. Change the optional value using question mark to access member count only for... Yeah. Let's try that one. It complains now I'm all out of options. Oh my god. Okay. I feel like we may have to fix this one. I think we're right back where we started. I bet you. And then in this case, we're going to ask it. We're going to let it solve the problem. Okay, hang on. Job detail view. Job detail view is giving following error. Following compile error. The error occurs because we're trying to access the count property of an optional array. Let's modify the job detail view to safely handle the optional resumes. Okay. Can I just do command Y? Yeah, okay, cool. All right. The key change is on the line where the value 0. Okay. I think we all knew where this is going. All right, it built. It got through the problem. With a little help from me, I think. If this feature works like this, I think we're all intrigued to see what it's going to do about the PDF import, since we sort of knew the answer, right? We'd already solved the problem. Uh-oh. Class property within persisted struct enum is not supported. Gut. What's gut? What the hell is gut? Okay. Anybody? What the hell is gut? Did I miss something? Hang on. Oh, no. Nope. I want to trust in the machine. Cannot pass array of type. Oh, I feel like we've been here before, right? Boom. Yeah. Okay. Now the question is that the problem? Because I'm willing to bet if I just copy that error and ask over here, see if it comes up with the same result, which won't work. I get an error in cursor test app.swift. Oh, I copied it. One day I expect you to come up and just say like, oh yeah, that's weird. Two different ways to pass multiple models to model container. And we're mixing them. No. You're mixing them. Uh-oh. Rodrigo struck. X cursor. Cursor specific. Chat GPT. Oh, I have to look at that at some point. All right. Okay, that isn't that exactly what we did in Xcode. Pretty sure. My kingdom for never having to deal with certificates. Oh my god. I just went through a round of that in the day job. Someone came to me and they're like, can you just add my new phone? Profiles, certificates. Hey, it didn't complain. All right. Give it a minute. Not exactly doing anything either, is it? Is it doing it? Is it though? Is it going to fail to connect? To attach? Back in my day, we didn't even have cell phones. A Ruby script to auto add new files. Oh, yes, yeah, please. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And let's run that again. See? Okay, right, I'm totally throwing this back to you, Cursor. It was your idea. You're not going to let me copy the error? Really? Come on. Come on. What's this guts crap at the end? That's the bit that gets me. All right, hang on. Cursor test app. All right. Cursor test app. And it gives throws an error. Red one. Fatal error. Lost property. I mean, I know we can resolve these ourselves, some of these, but I'm really, again, this is about testing this here. Within assisted struct enum is not supported. What is this gut? I feel like I want to ask Cursor, what's he talking about guts for? This error typically occurs when there's an issue with the Swift data model relationships. Let's fix the model class to properly define their relationships. I feel like I should be able to ask Cursor, like, can you check for errors that you've made before I run this? Right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with you. I'm just gonna trust you. You made both classes final. Well done. All right. Circular reference time. Oh, my bad. Wait, my bad. My bad. Almost certain this is my fault. Or not, actually. Thought it was my fault. Now I'm not so sure. Wanted to blame you, can't blame you. No, it did update the right file. Okay. I wonder what it could do if you tell it there's an error that isn't actually occurring. I'm thinking it would. See, it doesn't know about Xcode, right? And the problems Xcode's having and vice versa. Let's hallucinate a bad or redundant fix. I feel like that's what it's doing right now. Yeah, I think it'll like because it doesn't what it needs, and maybe if I had it building over here, it would understand it. Is it needs to see like what's the build log error, right? I'm guessing, you know. Error in resume.swift. Both models are trying to reference each other in their relationships. Again, not on me. You told me to do that. Let's fix this by making one side of the relationship the primary owner, usually the wife. Okay. All right. I know, Adam. I know. All right. Cannot use optional chaining on non-optional value resume. Oh my God. We're not back to this again, are we? All right. I'm going to totally throw it back here. Job detail view. Error in job detail view.swift. Mismatch between our model and view code in job record. We have a non-optional array on you. Save it. What's in each job? Yeah, okay. Simplified the save function in the sheet. What we like to hear. Still, it's on track. Aye. Aye. You can feed it build errors from Xcode and it has about a 50-50 chance. That's better than my odds. Trust me on this, Adam. It did fix some reasonable amount of time. Few errors in my slide rule app. Okay. I mean, I'm giving it a passing grade right now. But we are getting stuck in a bit of a... We're back to our guts again. Yeah. I hate that it doesn't seem to be... Did it work that time? Yeah, it did. Okay. The error in cursor test. No. Yeah. Cursor test app Swift is back. I'm gonna get sassy. A passing grade. Yeah, sometimes it acts up in class. Sometimes it doesn't turn in homework, but generally does enough to get by. I absolutely agreed, right? The fact that we got this far this quickly. I mean, I think like I said last week, you got to have an understanding of what you're using, right? You can't just trust in it because there will be things. And you should never just, so many of us say, never just trust the AI, right? Understand what it's doing. But it does sometimes feel like you go around in circles because it's not the context of it's not taking into account, I think, the context of the previous era, right? It's not, it's almost like, how can I describe it? It's not learning from its mistakes in that some of them sort of feel repeated. Does that make sense? Right? Oh my God, now we're in a macro. Oh God. Hang on, let's start over. I feel like now we're in a world of hurt. Is this me or is it? Yeah, we're in macros here, right? Yeah. It has context, like literally, but it has no reasoning, no logic. Yeah, it's kind of my approach. No, that's a better way of describing it. Yeah. Um, oh, see, I don't want it to start. It's not going to understand macros, right? I mean, it might, but I don't think it will. It does understand observable. All right. Don't even know how to describe this error though. Can I really wish I could say to it, go take a look at Xcode, see those errors. All right, gonna grab some more drink here. I'll be right back. Don't go away, folks. All right, hydrate. I don't know about this one. Got a bad feeling about this. Okay. Job record. We'll see. We'll give it a fair go. You're right. Really? We need to use the injected model context instead. I feel like they're like, make the user feel better by just saying, oh yeah. Okay. If I'm right, why didn't you do that? I really am starting to think this is not gonna work. I feel like maybe I should have added this feature at the very beginning, but then that's not a fair evaluation at that point, is it? Right? Because, you know, you're going to add shit over time. Yeah. I feel like we're getting into a world of hurt now. Yeah, small steps, exactly. Cannot expand accessors on variable declared with let. This is an error in the Swift 6 language mode, sorry. Ooh, okay. That's goes back. Oh, excuse me. Let's change the ID property from a var to a var. All right. I'm going to trust it. I mean, that seems reasonably harmless, right? Error in job record. Okay. Just do it. Just do it. If you're still seeing issues, we could also try an alternative approach using this. Okay. No, let's not do that yet. Okay. Now let's do that. All right. We're down to 1. If you keep a separate doc with your prompt, you can start over pretty. Yeah, no, I thought about that actually. Yeah, my small steps and items are not deterministic and depend non-linearly. Easy for you to say. On the inputs, you might get a better or worse answer. Yeah, I thought about that, and in fact, that came up in the discussion recently on a podcast episode. Well, I think I was talking to Gherkin, if I remember rightly, and that we were talking about how every time you could run the same prompt and and get slightly different results because that's just the way it is, right? Okay. I really want to type in, check my files for code shit. Is there anything else you want to tell me? But let's build fouled, but you're not telling me why. Build succeeded. Clean succeeded. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, it's gone again. I had this thing before where errors would be there and then they would just disappear before I even got there. Got it. Let's simplify the predicate in job record to a single expression. All right. Oh. Are you basically giving me the same error now? Oh, Lord. I feel like I've been here before. Yeah, no, that's fair. No, yeah. And we were talking about it because it's all about, in the context of auditing, right? Code audits and so on by security, compliance, and so on, and repeatability. And it was an interesting area that came up. Worth listening to the episode if you haven't already. Go to compileswift.com. Look for the interview with Gherkin Asian. Very smart guy. Yeah. Feel like I may be in a circle of hell here, right? And if so, at some point, it may make sense to start again in smaller chunks. Yeah. Git commits as I got the app at a certain working stage, feature-wise, and if I need to reboot, yeah, agreed. I really should have done Git commits. I can hear Adam Wolf in the background, like, told you you should have done that. Redeem commit. Yeah. Trusted the AI so much, right? Oh shit, Bill. Okay. Watch it crash now when I try to run it. That'll be the next surprise, right? Oh my god, I was only joking. I was only joking. I didn't mean actually do it. Oh, these damn guts errors. Oh, don't be so sensitive, compiler. Oh. Ah. Like, error has returned. Use plain. Yeah, but if I use a plain string, I'm gonna. I feel like that's cheating. I feel like that's saying, you know what, I couldn't get the rich text to work. Let's go with plain text, which actually is what the current feature has. But I feel like that's kind of cheating. Like, let's see if we can get around the problem by removing something, right? Just saying. And I'm not convinced it's going to work anyway, but app. Did I not update? I don't think I updated this. Hang on. Hang on. Or maybe it did. Yeah, maybe it did. Okay. If I get back to having gut problems, if I see a gut error, I knew that was not going to copy. Something just told me, like, no, no. Yeah, yeah, let me. If I take it from here, please just work. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Maybe it just missed that. Oh my God. Oh, we're getting further away at this point. I'm sure of it. All right. Or even simpler. Now you give me. Why don't you go with the simplest one to begin with? You watch, it's gonna crash. Damn it, I hate it when I'm right. Let's go try a complete reset and rebuild. Really? Love it. It knows when to give up. You're a coder after all. If this works, we can then switch back to persistent storage by removing the is stored in memory only true line. It's not gonna work, dude. I like its optimism though. Okay, all right. Oh, you know what? It's gonna tie itself in knots at this point. So we're gonna stop. Plus, I gotta go to bed. I got an early start in the morning. Okay, so I'm gonna call it a success because these problems we've had are only because of an extra feature we wanted to add, right? Everything we originally asked it, it successfully did, and it did it very well, in my opinion. So I'm gonna say Cursor for creating SwiftUI apps, mostly successful. Planning how you describe that app needs some work, but maybe more work on the side of you, the creator, than anything as to what you determine to be a base feature as opposed to adding it afterwards, right? And we will explore that at a future time. But I'm gonna say this has been, again, way more successful than I expected it to be. So well done, Cursor. You continue to impress, gotta say. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out in the chat room tonight, and thank you for all the help from you folks in the chat. We had a lot of fun here. I think we have learned that this is something to take seriously. You know, yeah, Adam Wolf, no problem, buddy. And so we should definitely use this going forward. I am very curious now to use it to analyze an existing project and see how that works as well. And maybe that's a future test to do there. along with some other ones suggested in the chat room. But this is definitely something to keep an eye on, and something that I think is worth your time if you've not done it. And if you have done it, I think it's worth continuing to work with it, because this stuff's only going to get better, right? Even if it, like we've said before, even if it just does some of the mundane stuff for you, like we did at the beginning, where it was successful at creating the app and then you take it from there, you've still cut down an awful large amount of essentially coding time, right? What it did, we looked at and said, you know what, this is what we would have done. So in essence, it kind of saved us, I guess. Wrong way to describe it. It saved us some copy and paste time. Sorry, copy and paste instead of coding, but ultimately it wrote kind of the same code we would have. So that's fair, I think. It just saved us a chunk of time. Fascinating. I think this is really good. So you can all look forward to the Compile Swift podcast episode now, where we talk about these things. You had a blast. Thank you, Adam. And Adam too. Adam Other. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Greatly appreciate it. Glad you could get here. Looking forward to talking with you about this on Swift Remote Studio, maybe over coffee time or something. Because this has been fascinating, right? Yeah. I've got a DM in the Swift Studio Slack. I will go look at that after this. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. You want to talk about the user group? Sure, absolutely. I will reach out to you. Thank you. And we will talk about that. Absolutely. I may not catch up until the morning, but I will get back to you for sure. Yeah. And folks, you should check out Swift Remote Studio. It's a good Slack. We like it. We have a good fun time in there as well. Yeah. All right, folks, that's it. I'm gonna crash and burn now, because it sounds like it's getting windy outside again. So those of you in Texas, we may not be done with the weather. I got an early start in the morning. So other than that, folks, I will catch you on the next one. Who is streaming next? Well, actually, I guess technically, if we do it in the Discord, Coco Type and I may do a live podcast recording that has been popular. So we may do one in the Discord tomorrow. We'll see. But we will take it from there. Have a good one, folks. This has been a blast. I continue to be just amazed at what some of these tools can do, right? It's just cool. It's cool stuff to play with as well. All right, folks. I'll see you later. Have a good one.